down the stairs to the foyer area where a head and shoulders photograph will be taken. You will then be directed to return to your seat. For postgraduate and undergraduate diploma candidates, you will also be wearing your hoods before entering the hall. You will be signaled by a graduations officer to rise and approach the stage. You need to have your seat ticket and the yellow photography card in your right hand. A graduations officer will then indicate to you where you need to wait at the bottom of the stairs and when you may proceed to go up to the stage and stand on the mat with feet markers next to the podium. You will hand your seat card to the dean or college representative. Turn and face the audience and look towards the photographer for your first on-stage photograph. The dean or college representative will announce your details and hand you back your seat card. Proceed towards the registrar standing at the end of the stage. Stop in front of the registrar and stand on the mat with feet markers. Turn and face the audience. Your second on-stage photograph will be taken at that moment. Leave the stage by the stairs closest to the registrar. Proceed to the table on the far right of the stage. The University of South Africa prides itself for being the African university, shaping futures in the service of humanity. We congratulate all our students for having walked this journey with us. And today, we celebrate you for having successfully completed your qualifications. To you we say, halala. To all our graduates and diplomandi in this ceremony, please pay attention to the following instructions. For degree qualifications, a graduations officer will signal degree candidates to rise and approach the stage. You will need to have your seat ticket and the yellow photography card in your right hand with your hood already draped over your shoulders. One of the official photography officers will take the yellow photography card from you. A graduations officer will then indicate to you where you need to wait at the bottom of the stairs and when you may proceed to go up onto the stage and stand on the mat with feet markers next to the podium. You will hand in your seat card to the dean or college representative. Turn and face the audience and look towards the photographer for your first on-stage photograph. The dean or college representative will announce your details and hand you back your seat card. You will then proceed towards the Chancellor, Vice Chancellor or Acting Vice Chancellor and kneel with your right knee on the stool. At this point, your degree will be conferred. You will then proceed to the next official who will congratulate you by shaking your hand. Continue towards the registrar standing at the end of the stage. Turn and face the audience and remember to stand on the mat with feet markers in front of the registrar and smile for the camera. A second on-stage photograph will be taken at that moment. Leave the stage by the stairs closest to the registrar. Proceed to the table at the far right to receive your certificate. After receiving your certificate, proceed down the stairs to the foyer area where a head and shoulders photograph will be taken. You will then be directed to return to your seat. For postgraduate and undergraduate diploma candidates, you will also be wearing your hoods before entering the hall. You will be signaled by a graduations officer to rise and approach the stage. You need to have your seat ticket and the yellow photography card in your right hand. A graduations officer will then indicate to you where you need to wait at the bottom of the stairs and when you may proceed to go up to the stage and stand on the mat with feet markers next to the podium. You will hand your seat card to the dean or college representative. Turn and face the audience and look towards the photographer for your first on-stage photograph. The dean or college representative will announce your details and hand you back your seat card. Proceed towards the registrar standing at the end of the stage. Stop in front of the registrar and stand on the mat with feet markers. Turn and face the audience. Your second on-stage photograph will be taken at that moment. Leave the stage by the stairs closest to the registrar. Proceed to the table on the far right of the stage to receive your certificate. After receiving your certificate, proceed down the stairs to the foyer area, where a head and shoulders photograph will be taken. You will then be directed to return to your seat.
By virtue of the powers vested in me as acting Vice-Chancellor, I constitute this gathering a congregation of the University of South Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, we request you to join us in silent prayer or meditation to give thanks for the achievements being celebrated on this occasion. Let's pause for a while. Thank you. You may be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ramahwai Mahano. I'm a professor of parasitology and vice principal institutional development. A very good morning to all of you, and welcome to the beautiful Madelneck campus of the University of South Africa on the occasion of the 53rd UNISA Autumn graduation ceremony, which is part of the 84 ceremonies to be held in this winter period. So far, we've had multiple graduation ceremonies here in Pretoria, Cape Town, Durban, and Bombela. We will, in the coming weeks, host a number of ceremonies of the same magnitude as this one in Bloemfontein, East London, and Polokwane. By the end of the 84th ceremony, no less than 48,799 graduates would have received their diploma and degree certificates. As a university, we are delighted to contribute a sizable cohort of graduates to the knowledge and skills economies of our country and by extension, our continent. But then as I welcome you, please allow me to extend warm greetings and expression of gratitude from the Chancellor and former State President of the Republic of South Africa, His Excellency Dr. Thabo Mbeki, the Principal and Vice Chancellor of our university, Professor Puleng Lenkabula, and the Council of the University of South Africa, ably led by Dr. Daniel Musia. These leaders of our university, although they have been unable to join us this morning, they nonetheless are delighted and have delegated us to conduct this ceremony in the manner that befits the magnitude of your accomplishments. So do know that you are heartily congratulated and welcomed to this auspicious occasion of the University of South Africa. In addition, these leaders of our university, they extend a warm welcome to the parents, guardians, spouses, friends, and relatives of the graduates. And by all accounts, they also need to be accorded the requisite commendations and appreciation for the noble and phenomenal work that they have done in supporting you, the graduates, to reach these milestones that we are celebrating this morning. To the parents, guardians, spouses, relatives, and friends, please know that this graduation ceremony is in many ways a fitting tribute in recognition of the sacrifices you have made in supporting the graduates. I'm truly out of depth to master words that can accurately appreciate and thank you for the phenomenal support and encouragement you gave to the graduates during the course of their studies. Please know that as a university, we are forever indebted to your altruistic acts of kindness and love. Well done to you, and many, many thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the University of South Africa has an illustrious history, or history as some people will contend, spanning 152 years of existence as an institution of higher learning, whose reason d'etre, the very reason why such an institution would exist, is to shape futures in service of humanity and to reclaim Africa's intellectual futures. But then pursuant to this Pan-Africanist ideal, we are delighted and thus exude pride that even after the sesquicentennial period of existence, we are still resolute and unwaveringly committed to ensuring that excellence and success remain the virtues defining the fabric that we are made of as a university. Ladies and gentlemen, this ceremony is hosted and conducted in accordance with the statute of the University of South Africa, and it is patterned along the traditional practices of celebrating the fulfillment of all the requirements attached to the qualifications that were registered by those who would be graduating. In this ceremony, a total of 350 diploma and degree certificates will be awarded, but only 339 will receive their certificates in Praesentia. Of this number, 62 will receive their diplomas and degree certificates cum laude. In other words, they would have obtained distinctions in their qualifications. To assist me to preside over this ceremony, the following officials of the university are acknowledged. Representing the office of the registrar, we have Mayor Kuboni. Representing the College of Law, we have Dr. F.M. Masavungwani, as well as Mayor Birini. From the College of Human Sciences, we have Professor B. Jacobs, Dr. L. Mukwena, as well as Professor I. Shongwani. From the College of Economic and Management Sciences, we have Dr. D. Mabasa, as well as Professor K.H. Jordan. From the College of Education, we have Dr. F. Gani, as well as Dr. D.M. Hanaway. Of course, there is we were supposed to have a doctoral candidate, but it appears that the doctoral candidate will graduate in absentia. But in the event she would be able to make it for this ceremony, we will acknowledge her accordingly. Also, would want to extend our deep sense of appreciation to members of the academic staff who are part of this morning's procession. These are the lecturers, the professorate, who actually have been providing tutelage to our graduates. To you, colleagues, we say your efforts are second to none, and please know that you are truly appreciated for the sacrifices and commitments that you show to the business of the university. We also want to extend words of appreciation to colleagues who labor behind the scenes. These are colleagues in the graduation division of our university, colleagues in the Department of Institutional Advancement. Included amongst them are colleagues who are responsible for the multimedia platform, and also colleagues who are responsible for the facilities, making sure that this auditorium is hospitable and suitable to host an event of this magnitude. Also, colleagues from the Department of Human Resources, by ensuring that we have paramedical facilities to assist us in time of need. To all these colleagues, we say many, many thanks to you for the noble work you are doing for the university. Also, it is quite fitting and proper to extend our gratitude to Dr. Isabel van Rensburg, the organist, for serenading this auditorium with melodious renditions. Please know that you are heartily welcomed and appreciated. Ladies and gentlemen, before I request Dr. Lerato Mokoena to deliver the Chancellor's address, let me make 4 announcements that must be adhered to without fail. The first one is that all cell phones must be put on silent mode. Please do so now. Put your cell phone on silent mode. Ensure that it is silent. Also, let me remind you that graduations at UNISA are celebratory events. And because they are celebratory events, we invite you to be excited, to ululate if you so wish, to sound praises if you so wish, to dance if you are so inclined. But there is a caveat attached to all this. Do everything with absolute moderation. Do not be excessive. When your daughter, your son's name, your wife, your husband's name is announced, it is time for you to ululate, to sound praises, etc. You can do that up until the person kneels in front of the chair where I will be seated. Once that person leaves that chair, you must be as quiet as you can master, because it is the opportunity for another candidate's name to be announced. That candidate also deserves to have his or her name being announced without your interference. And if you think of it, right, this ceremony, it is transmitted live, right? Now, it is recorded. Think of you making noise and another candidate's name not being heard because of your noise. That is not fair, that is unethical. So out of the 339 candidates who are graduating this morning, we will have their names being announced without any interference. Yes, we want you to celebrate, but do that properly. Do not interfere with the proceedings. Another request is that we should applaud every candidate with the fervor that we demonstrate when we applaud the first candidate. So each and every candidate must be applauded with the same intensity up until the 339th candidate. I will be listening intently. If there is a decline in the applaud, I will remind you. The last announcement is to you graduates. Please, once you have traversed the stage, you will be directed how to work your way back to your seat. Come back into the auditorium. Do not go home. Do not hang outside to take pictures. You can only do that once the ceremony is fully concluded. That being taken care of, ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed my singular honor to introduce Dr. Lorato Mokoena, who will deliver the Chancellor's address to you. Dr. Lorato Mokoena is a senior lecturer in the Department of Linguistics and Modern Languages in the College of Human Sciences of our university. Among other qualifications she holds a Doctor of Philosophy degree in linguistics with the University of the Western Cape. Dr. Mokoena has made excellent strides in her scholarship. She is the sole author of Orania, Post-Apartheid South African Bogeyman, and is the associate editor of Language Matter. Furthermore, she is the founder of Detes Anur Kap Deng. It is a Northern Cape thing, and this refers to an annual multidisciplinary colloquium that she hosts with stakeholders who are invested in the Northern Cape. Still, she is the producer of The Broken String, a documentary film that offers a somber reflection of the past and current injustices endured by the Bushmen in South Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, let us put our hands together as we welcome Dr. Lorato Mokoena to the lectern.
Acting Vice-Chancellor, the Vice-Chancellor of the University of South Africa, Professor Linkabule in absentia, the Chancellor of this great university, Dr. Thabo Mbeki, whose birthday it is tomorrow, so we wish him a happy birthday in advance, members of the Executive Management, members of Council, Executive Deans and Deputy Deans, school directors, directors of research centers and research institutes, chair of departments, academic staff and administrative staff, parents, grandparents, spouses, partners, siblings and children of our soon-to-be graduates, and the individuals that gave us a reason to gather here today. Our soon-to-be graduates, good morning. Let's try again, good morning. Lovely. Today is a special day. Today marks the end of sleepless nights, frustrations with my UNISA. I know. Dealing with the Invigilator app. And of course, avoiding the temptation to copy and paste your entire assignment's response word by word from ChatGPT. For the postgraduate students, your nervous encounters with your supervisors are over. And for our PhD graduating later, the endless corrections are done. And the fact that you need to prove that you contribute to new knowledge. You have successfully acquired your qualification, and we are proud of you. Yes, yay. As proud as we are of you, this qualification is not only yours. Unfortunately, because of the less than admirable and desirable state of this country and continent, there's an invisible label attached to your qualification. The label reads, "Made in South Africa to help South Africa." Your degree carries not only the hopes, wishes, and prayers of you and your family, but the hopes, wishes, and prayers of your immediate community. Written in invisible ink on your qualification, after your name is our names, because your win is our win, and we need you to use this degree, this qualification, to serve your immediate community, this country, and this continent. It is not just a piece of paper. But why me, you might ask? Some of you might flat out refuse. You are sitting there thinking, this degree is for me and my family. It is our time to prosper, our time to be the talk of the street, time for the neighbors to envy us, they must know. It is time to find a good job. It is time to be promoted at work for those who are already qualified or employed. It is time for home renovations, double-story houses, brand new cars, time to move to a better neighborhood. Time for this. Yes, time for that. And you are not wrong. You are not wrong. This qualification you are soon to hold and frame and display it on the wall or in Mama's room divider. Yeah, it's yours. This qualification is yours. You worked hard for it, and it's time for this qualification to work for you. Yet, I am here to implore you and to remind you that the significance of your respective qualifications extends beyond bragging rights and beyond you and your family's prosperity. As a soon-to-be UNISA alumni, in line with this institution's vision, your qualification is also meant to serve humanity. I know, serve humanity is a broad term, and most times, when we are asked to do something that appears too broad, most of us do not even attempt to do anything because the problem appears too big. But today, as UNISA graduates, you are not getting off that easy. So how do you, as a UNISA graduate, wherever you are in South Africa and in Africa and in the world, serve humanity? I am urging you to become a change maker, to take a stand against that thing in your community that breaks your heart when you see it over and over again. I am asking you to take a stand against that circumstance that upsets you, because you know there are other alternatives. If only we were willing to think and do things in a different way, we could change that circumstance. Just like the youth of 1976 stood up and said, enough is enough. I urge you to stand up for something, as the need to stand up for something did not end in 1976. Nor did it end at Marikana. The need to stand up for something did not end after fees must fall. Nor did it end, and definitely not end, with all the worldwide marches we held, demanding justice for Tswetswe and all the other women and children that get abused in this country. I am asking you to become, and bear with me, an over my dead body type of person. Do you know what over my dead body means? I'm asking you to become an over my dead body type of person. I am sure many of us are familiar with this phrase, over my dead body, because over my dead body is a metaphorical declaration of war against something or someone. So won't you please select one problem in your community and decree and declare that that problem's time has run out. Decree and declare that over your dead body will teenage pregnancy continue to prevail in your community. Decree and declare that over your dead body will alcohol abuse in your community prevail. Decree and declare that over your dead body will the use of nyaupe continue to rob young people of their bright futures. Similar to the generational curses that run in your family and that you are about to break by being a first-generation university graduate. There are some curses in your community that have to run out because of you. I am asking you to take an intentional and solution-oriented stand to challenge the status quo. The status quo is not merely about the way things are. The status quo is also about the way certain individuals want to keep things, regardless of how dysfunctional, criminal, toxic, and damaging those things or situations are. Other things have always been done this way. Things have to change, and things can change. This degree, this qualification, is the unleashing of you. Before you had it, you might have been inadequately qualified. You might have been inadequately educated, but all of that ends today. This degree gives you a seat at the table. This qualification gives you credentials to build your own table and set your own agenda. So, identify a problem. Stand up against that problem in all possible and legal ways. Wage war against that problem. South Africa needs you to. This continent needs you to. Because some, if not most problems, have a preordained solution. And that solution is you. Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, let's wait for a bit to allow the graduates who came a little bit late to move into the auditorium. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe that it is quite fitting to give Dr. Lorato Mukwena a profound round of applause. Many thanks, Dr. Lorato Mukwena, for a powerful Chancellor's address. These graduates who arrived late have missed a lot. Many thank you for reminding them that whilst they have every reason to be excited about their qualification, they must not forgo the responsibility to share the knowledge and the skills they possess with the communities they are serving in. I like the statement that you aptly made to say the status quo must change. That was quite profound. Many congratulations to you. Ladies and gentlemen, by virtue of the powers entrusted to me, I shall now proceed to confer the degrees and diplomas of the university on the candidates whose names appear in the program, and I request the representatives of the colleges to present the candidates to me.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, I have an honor to introduce Polani Lorraine Grena for the degree of Master of Laws.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Arts Honors. Yenetu Georgina Baloi. Samsa Katisa Fulwana. Gwendolyn Zandile Mabistela. Kanyani Idis Mapulo. Sakani Let's go again. Sakani Johanna Masongani. Nomfundo Kayisile Mufugeni. Fezeka Florence Mutsatse she obtains the degree with distinction. Re avete stimulus di rubare. Non casimilo ma ntokozo khade Samano Kare Karisani Tab. Zinzi Odette Chavala. Masedi Masur.
Paragraph 13.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Commerce Honors. Moses Choma, Hailivali Elizabeth Ndlovu. Tapeti Carlo Aisentia Rapahadi.
Megan Mendoza's skin.
Medel Terespodski. It's good. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Alessa Ritabile Pututi receives the degree of Bachelor of Administration. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receives the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration.
Phologelo Modiegi Malachi. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receive the degree of Bachelor of Commerce. Still the same, yeah? Okay, my apologies. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receive the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration. Femulo Malibati. Okay, yes. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receive the degree of Bachelor of Commerce. Dideledi Immigrant Mutau. Okay. Osahewe Charles I began. Christo Bester. Nezimbani Victoria Chilwane. Hastafas Jasper Kolze. Thank you, sir. Congratulations.
Thank you.
How do I pronounce it?
Supervising Zamawelase Lomusa Dubazan.
My apologies. The degree is obtained with a distinction.
Supervising Zamawelase
Okay.
Lomus
All right.
Dubazan. Supervising.
Sipokazi Zamayelase Nomusa Duwazan. Your slip, man? How do you pronounce it? Luwele. 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 Okay, great. Luwele Anista Emmanuel. There's a distinction here. Murendeni Noli Fezi, the degree is obtained with distinction. Maleve Violet Leromi. Lesedi Makgolego Maria Tinyeko Mashango. Congratulations, sir. Sechaba Maimane. Congratulations, sir. Mutlatsi Ephraim Malebo. Malope Vimelia Malikane. Thenjiswa Mandiwane. Congratulations, sir. Tutatse Isaac Masoba. Congratulations, man. Mande Mukwela. Fancy Oduse. Dineo Constance Muluri. Congratulations, sir. Well on board. Okay. Bramwell Mpefu. Congratulations, sir. Vusimusi Sthembiso Msiza. Congratulations, sir. Siyabonga Sipho Gift Mkwanyana. Christine Salman. Vusisiwe Sonia Tafa. Mahloko Comfort Chuke. Congratulations, sir. Etienne. Etienne. Etienne van der Westhuizen. Thank you, sir. Congratulations. Thank you. Nedith Sophie Chukudu. 14. Master Acting Vice Chancellor Mariam Ngobela receives the degree of Bachelor of Administration Honours.
I'm going to start with paragraph 7. Stand on the mat. Nice for cameras.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, I'm excited to introduce to you Lumekani Mube for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, and I request his supervisor, Prof. Iweya, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree. In his thesis entitled Unmasking the Intersection Between the Economy and the Media, a case study of digital journalism in Zimbabwe, Mube sets out to examine how technological innovations are transforming the sociology of news production in Zimbabwean journalism. The study highlights a paradox where, despite information overload for audiences, journalists face pressures from economic challenges and disruptive technologies using the critical political economy of the media and the industrial organizational model. The study reveals a crisis in Zimbabwean journalism, with conflicting roles for journalists and editors. The challenges facing Zimbabwean journalism are highlighted, underscoring the need for a reimagining of the profession to adapt to evolving technological, economic, and audience demands. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Lumekani Mube the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Lumekani Mube.
Paragraph 19. Paragraph 19.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Laws. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Abraham Moses Bisheho received or obtained the degree with a distinction. Mr. Adgula, Alisa Samantha Kekana, Patricia Lebohang Diatlela, Baby Ikanem Maja, Cynthia Agnes Mafori. Madumeka Andres Matabane. Promise Matebula. Precious Mulukolo Ntapo. Wait. Oscar Ngosi. Jacqueline Lueng Nokia. Sepito Palafala. Retabile Poloto. Wena Edgar Ramroka. Princess Masako Sekhokhova. Naomi Samkele Khosana. Keletso Jemina Tobata. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Buyisiwe Angelica Dlamini. Stiloba Anesha Ngobeni. Mpho Adelina Ntsane. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Kuloti Anna Silvano obtains the degree with distinction. Nonjebo Bongeka Shabalala. Thandazo Charlotte Sindane. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Commerce. Ngosimphile, graduation. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Kgodisego Confidence Peja receives the degree with distinction.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Social Work. Pamela Alexander. Fina Matlakala Litalo. Tandiwe Agnes Kubeka. Mary Kumoto Manke. Lillian Sina Micharele Tulare. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Frank Gabo Bele. Leta Yvonne Danka. Sherilyn Christine Fisher. And Maynil Hempel receives the degree with distinction. Alain Jean Holland. Cindy Swa Kakaza. Zonaka Ole. Dineo Albertina Lero. Popo Elsie Lequara. Gillian May Lofstad. May I have Alfred Mahad? Simpiwe Esther Malaz. Tumisang Masodi Maleka. Gertrude Ipumelen Mayar. Musore Maswangai. Songiwe Lisakhanya Idleje. Sibusisiwe Rachel Louise. Victoria Matavi Muyai. Honorable Enoch Ntoni. Nonkululeko Ntolo. Bianca Mutumbi. Felon Esenjo Ngepe. Lindiwe Ever Way. Masidiso Mzalaz. Karabo Muteri. Zakira Agero receives the degree with distinction. Dorothy Kgothatso Pasha. Muzele Rambao.
You forget my distinctions.
Amina Rawat. Taylor Doyle Salgado receives the degree with distinction. Daniela Kasiri Santos. Homotso Stefana Silwan. Matsepo Prudence Stereman. Megwison Mechonolo Munene Sudan. Kayisile Ponzo Skosar. Baba Ludokushe Steve. Losonolo Baba. Dickinson Julia Tools. Adele Fesser. Felix Zanele Sachwa. Makatato Folk. Esma Iman. Zanele Joyce Kumar. Bernard Puti Mainzi. Ntombi Lilia Maseko. Matshidiso Matsana. Muleboheng Mavis Mpatha. Laika Patel. Surprise Bafumani Smith. Lydia Tembisile Tuba. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidate received a degree of Bachelor of Social Work. Matala Millicent Sabula.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receive the degree of Bachelor of Education. Winnie Baloy Kensani. Bekezela Bengu. Michaela Briet. Anushka Kuvaris. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Nkosi Onati Dlamini receives the degree with distinction. Romeo Tabiso Diallo. Lucia Mokole Ikole. Machadiso Emily Dina. Lisbeth Kiridemetsu Dube. Kaukelo Kanyani. Tegofatso Kanyani. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Pumalelo Cheo Khapola receives the degree with distinction. Nomasonto Victoria Khoza. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Nonkululeko Vieira Kumalo receives the degree with distinction. Nonhlanhla Claudia Kubeka. Nonkupiwa Primrose Langa. Mamotetsi Daphne Lenka. Katleho Lucky Mabaso. Agnes Matsela Mabeba. Chlachla Matkamo. Sarah Onika Machika. Rotondwa Goodness Mafadza. Mubo Gift Mafora. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Agnes Delphina Mahokom receives the degree with distinction. Anna Nokochula Mashlangu. Mildred Lindiwe Mashlangu. Mchokozo Tembekile Mashlangu. Chiamo Maliketla. Petunia Satsarwani Malinga. Copano Malope. Moira Msako Mandani. Tulani Johannes Mariri. Itzumeleng Basemola. Jacobe Masejo. Jabulani Thabo Masinga. Vutivi Vanessa Maswangani. Babawa Jacqueline Mata. William Jabu Matibela. Lebochan Dudizile Matunyani. Shepan Msadi Matlala. Danae Miriam Mekwe. Chehofatso Joy Menyatswe. Rifemuni Portia Mugabeni. Petunia Menshantla Mkabela. Jabulile Mlele. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Beverly Kiamokhetswe Modika receives the degree with distinction. Theo Mutabiseng Moeti. Nelly Mamatu Mokhwere. Manai Johanna Mohajani. Koketso Moramacha. Betty Kelebohile Moturi. Innocent Johannes Motwa. Koketso Shemani Motswase Jani. Nkosinati Msibi. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Andwelahu Madao receives the degree with distinction. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Arikonisawa Muladzi receives the degree with distinction. Umzile Tobesile Mwanda. Itumeleng Eunice Mkhwatwe. Itumeleng Ngwechanya. Lehlohonolo Judith Kadimeng. Kopano Jennifer Palani. Tremelo Rosetta Primero. Gloria Kutsafalo Ramakadi. Susan Sizakele Rarane. Petunia Siddiqui. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Obaking Felicia Sehwale receives the degree with distinction. Lerato Sekoto. Mamolele Natalie Sequela. Boitumelo Basetsana Seleka. Confidence Sowane. Elizabeth Matseleng Seteri. Shirian Shine. Lindeni Bongomosa Shezi. Lucia Sibonyoni. King Eric William Sirilani. Kelly Ann Steelman. Lesejo Felicia Chontwane. Itumeleng Precious Clamela. Tabiseng Sita. Zinhle Downey Twala. Andre Grabe Versage. Renelwe Mchokozo Zwani. Sophie Maniki Mononyane. Lindiwe Charlotte Motlasedi. Ntabi Singh Sharon Lekota. Katlego Mosokotso. Abiba Habib. Catherine Gaugelo Kietsi. Kwebile Edwin Mbata. Retabile Chachles Motuang. Apologies. Lefokonolo Wilhelmina Mtimunye. Effie Prunella. Westa Hilda Shisana. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the diploma candidates will now be introduced to you. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Kiletso Advice Piri receives the postgraduate diploma in the College of Education.
Yeah.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the diploma in the College of Human Sciences. Semester 5, Bashikti. Kiribuni Francina Kekala. Tatu Khacha. Zimile Betty Asiano. Mkurugenzi Veronica Masumbuku. So I pronounce this time. Ngipiwe. Ngipiwe Masondo. Simakahli Liana Mataba. Zangile, Tuduzile, Mavinda. Bakumbuku Mbata. Maria Madikula Malekio. This is a very special one. Solofena Mati is receiving this diploma with distinction. Another very special one, Oraslile Tsepan Mukhale is receiving this diploma with distinction. Khawkhelo Mukhanebi. Alita Musanfa Makuna, special one, receiving this diploma with distinction. Precious Mtukuzo Makuna. Mboloki Makwetla. Another very, very special one. Gertrude Malava receives this diploma with distinction. Anna Malekwe. Simile Amanda Mutao. To say your name for me? Semakale Mteko. Tun, Tandeka, Nkululeko, Mtembo. Oh no, sure. Another very special one. Raymond Mamabo.
Yes.
No, I'm not done. He is receiving his diploma with distinction. Nightingale. We've got many special ones in this group. Simbile Mkoba. Can you guess? Diploma obtained with distinction. Well done. Siyabonga Naomi Mkunda. Andile Rado. Congratulations. Makedi Ronica Makudule. Another special one. Obtaining the diploma with distinction. Lenuchan Prudence Renuncio. Amanda Ranchamani. Tiselani. Tiselani Bridget Sambo. Thank you. No. Sikakane. Homoto Ficano. How do you say your name?
Don't be fruity.
Yeah, okay. Don't be fruity, Mandy, Tijlani. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the diploma in the College of Law. Sekgofatso Tshata. Kgojwane Lethabo Dikgolo. Edith Zanele Khan.
Gamane Tuli Kapula. Junior Kezwane. Pulisile Patience Kubeka. Eric Machabani. Monare Martin Malabela. Matimba Lloyd Maluleke. Mina Ikhopele Musia. Sablane Jacob Utombe. Monica Ngako. Nkateko Mary Ngabini. Pumlane Sipirazi Ngozo. Bonale Sipakonyana. Jerry Sintombizotwa Shabangu. Mbulelo Sibusiso Sikhundla. Busisiwe Felicia Amanda Chabalala.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received a diploma in the College of Economic and Management Sciences. Lorato Greta Banda. Anthony Manapula Chabalala. Mashudi Mushwatama Gumani. Hilda Mikhail Kumele. Pilatu Mashavani. Tokozile Brenda Malamela. The cameras. Precious Maluleke. Indile Mantati. Mayenziwe Imelda Mapuyele. Chiranetsu Doreen Maribin
The diploma is obtained with distinction. Shamai Tembi Mashava. Jabulile Elina Masuku. Tumelo Gladwin Mashamba. Come on. Palesa Lydia Matlitling. Look at the camera. Rizani Mawela. Lisa Patience Mazibuku. Cameras there. Andiswe Bapiwe Mbata. Carol Tubile Kabela. Johanna Lesedi Modise. Paul Sepaiki Mokhale. Morris Musalo. Cameras there. Sebengili Motsepe. Virginia Nyawadzeni Mukula. Usle Gift Ndala. Zanele Ntombika Yise Ndlevu. Tembilishe Leah Ngara. Precious Mbo Pawane. Gifty Pora. Mama Shlola Dipolelo Sarah Rasakanya. Stand on and look at the camera. Grace Maleho Nape Senyatsi. Sam Utini. Relax Zita.
Ladies and gentlemen, I believe we all agree that the graduates deserve a thunderous round of applause. We had a truly fabulous graduation ceremony. And I took note of the commendations and the acknowledgements, the praises. I had, well done, Mamzo. I believe the young fellow will follow the footsteps of the mother. And I heard, well done, my love. And I carefully watched the person who's being loved. You know, she walked majestically. And I only trust that that type of an expression will not be limited to the UNISA auditorium. It is indeed with absolute delight for me to be the first to extend congratulatory remarks to you, the graduates, this morning. And once more, I'm doing so on behalf of the Chancellor and former State President of our country, His Excellency Dr. Thabo Mbeki, the Principal and Vice Chancellor for our university, Professor Pile Nkabula, as well as the Council of the university led by Dr. Ben Musia. Congratulations to all of you, the graduates. You have done well and have championed all challenges and impediments and the standards associated with learning in the higher education sector of our country. Our desire is that the resilience you have demonstrated during the course of your study at UNISA should persist beyond the ceremony to define the fabric of what makes you the person. Now that you have graduated, you join a sector of very few people in our country and even globally. We are told that only 7% of people in our country and of people globally have a higher education qualification. Now that makes you a very special person. It makes you a rare person because out of 8 billion plus people globally, you are one of the few people who would have completed a university qualification. Inevitably, as a result of that, you will be accorded special treatment in the various spaces where you occur because of the knowledge and the skill sets you possess. But we want to implore you that even when you are accorded preferential treatment in the various spaces you will find yourself in, clothe yourself with humility. That is the guiding principle which you must embrace. Remember the Chinese adage that says, the way to the throne room is through the servants' quarters. And Dr. Mukwena, in her Chancellor's address, captured this neatly when she said, whilst you have all the right to be excited about your qualification, to feel good about it, let its goodness not be limited to you. You must translate that knowledge to impacting society. But also, let me remind you that at UNISA you have not only been trained for national relevance, but also for international citizenry. The certificate you possess has international recognition. But then our appeal to you as we bid you farewell is that you should continue to become the self-actualized person you are destined to be. Nothing should derail nor distract you in your journey to being the person you are purposed to be. Continue to grow yourself in your profession or disciplinary field so that you become much more impactful, and the knowledge that you possess should actually serve the public good. But please remember that productive and proper growth is always regulated growth. Growth that is not regulated is problematic. Botanists contrast two concepts, and these depict the phenomenon of plant growth. They talk about apical dominance. When a plant grows apically, it simply becomes taller and taller. But the observation of that reality is that this plant that grows through apical dominance is bound to be less productive, less fruitful. Now, in order to interrupt apical dominance so that the plant can become more fruitful, can bear more fruits, botanists would advise that you take a secateur, a scissor that is used to cut plants, and you prune the plant, you cut the tips. And there is a reason for that. The reason is that at the tip of these branches, there is a chemical that is produced, and it flows precipitally towards the base of the branch. And what it does, it suppresses what is called lateral branching. In other words, the plant simply becomes taller and taller, yet it is less fruitful. In order to make it more fruitful, it must be pruned. Have you seen people in society, young fellows in our neighborhoods, in our households, who grow unregulated? They simply become taller and taller and less fruitful. in life. In my language, basadi bagolo would say, "Ngwana o hana motsoi." In other words, the child, it's not helpful. Why this young fellow is simply growing, becoming taller and less fruitful because they would be unregulated. Even as a graduate, allow yourself to be regulated. In your profession, there's a code of conduct. Now, the stipulations entailed in that code of conduct is to regulate you so that you become a much more productive and fruitful person. As Dr. Mukona implored you, then you become more impactful in society. But if you're going to shun off the code of conduct in your profession, if you're going to ignore the stipulations entailed in the policies of the organization that you are working for, you're just going to be becoming taller and less productive. But if you respect the contract that you get into, as you get employed, as you serve people, you will grow laterally, like a plant that is pruned, and you will start to bear more fruits. That is the guiding principle in life. If you just want to climb the ladder in the organization without doing anything constructive, have you seen leaders like that? They do not excel in what they do, but they want to be high in the organizations. But you, the UNISA graduate, allow yourself to be pruned. In society, there are nonsense standards. In our communities, in our cultures, there are nonsense standards. Do not ignore those. There is a lot of wisdom why those nonsense standards have been put. And if you subject yourself, regardless of your status, to those nonsense standards, you will become much more fruitful. Congratulations. Enjoy all the benefits and the privileges attached to your qualification. Well done. May I request Dr. Lewin, please be on your feet. Well done to you, Doc. It is my delight to be the first one to address you as doctor. There are people who refer to you as doctor before. They did not do it officially. I'm doing it officially. Thank you for persisting to this end and for being a very good exemplar to these other colleagues who are seated next to you and behind you. You have actually studied education. Continue to exert yourself in the direction that you have been pursuing. Be close to the university. Your skill sets are very, very important, and this goes to each and every one of you. Make education your passion. Embrace the notion of lifelong learning. And as you do that, you'll be adding value to yourself, and consistently for what Dr. Mkwena said, you will be a lot productive. Congratulations, you may take your seat. Ladies and gentlemen, at UNISA we have opened the doors much more wider compared to other universities. We accepting students, even those who come from very poor backgrounds, so long they have the passion to learn. We accommodate them. The office of the registrar would indicate to you that out of 379,000 students we have at UNISA, over 50% of them are dependent on the financial scheme provided by the government of our country in order to study. But because we use the open distance modality at UNISA, we are regarded not to be a contact university. And that subsidy is smaller compared to the subsidy that the government gives to a student in a contact university. That demonstrates a big shortfall of the need that exists in our university for us to support our students. And we're working tirelessly with the Student Representative Council to recruit funds to support our students. But then we do not want to deprive you of the opportunity to assist if you are able to do so. We therefore want to direct you to our website www.unisa.ac.za, where you will find the details of the UNISA Bursary Fund. The money that is contributed in that fund is used to assist students who are unable to fund their studies. This is not obligatory, but in the event you are able to do so. Ladies and gentlemen, after this announcement, I'd like you to rise for the singing of the national anthem, the words of which are to be found on page 25 of the program, and to remain standing after the anthem to enable you to dissolve the congregation. You are also requested to remain standing while the academic procession leaves the hall. Please rise. By virtue of the powers entrusted to me, I dissolve this congregation of the University of South Africa.